Okay, boys and girls, it's that time again. Today is April 25th. It's about 40 degrees where I'm at in Ohio. April 25th, 2023. It's about 40 degrees where I'm at in Ohio. And I'm thinking this is going to be a really bad year for gardens because it should be warmer by now. So it's probably going to be a bad planting season in general, which is not a good sign, seeing how the government has decided that whoever, Soros and his buddies or whoever, has decided to attack food manufacturing plants periodically throughout the year so far. Gas is running anywhere from $3.77 to $3.81 a gallon where I am at, which is about, well, $2.50 higher than it really should be. But hey, I mean, high gas, crappy cars, you know, it is what it is. The economy is going straight to the toilet bowl, along with everything else. I was watching David Wilcock over the weekend, or Sunday. He's a good guy, I like him. Gives me a little bit of hope in this world. Not that I got much. I mean, $3.81 a gallon, you know? Thanks, Joe Biden. I mean, like fucking living on SSI disability wasn't hard enough. I only get like 940. Even with the raise, I get $914 a month, and right off the bat, 85% of that goes to housing. Actually, closer to 95% with the gas and electric and everything. I'm left with just enough to put a little bit of gas in the car to go to the fucking doctor and get toilet paper and maybe dog food, and that is it. Maybe I got a few bucks left over that I can get a couple burritos on the weekend, a couple $2 burritos on the weekend, which is another thing that shouldn't be that high. What else? Oh yeah, I did go out to Sonic's and pick up a couple of those chili Frito burrito things, junior things I wanted to try out. Ugh. It takes two of those to make one regular $2 burrito from Taco Bell. They literally look like half a burrito, and they're mostly chips. So yeah, Sonic do better. Bad enough white man's gone. White man chicken, or I guess we would call it white man. Sometimes it was called General Fry. It was Chicken Shack for a while. Anyway, what they made was a barbecue fried chicken. It was a fried chicken, but it was marinated in deep marinated barbecue. Great stuff. I mean, absolutely amazing. probably the best chicken in town. Even when it started going downhill, it was still better than. Well, it was basically the only real barbecue chicken in town. I mean, we got barbecue rib places and barbecue pork places, but they were the only decent barbecue chicken. Otherwise, it's just chicken with a little bit. You just chicken and they throw a little barbecue on it. They don't marinate it in the barbecue. Kentucky Fried Chicken don't sell it. These chicken don't sell it. They all sell regular fried chicken, but none of them sell barbecue fried chicken. So yeah, I thought about redoing the Journal Fries logo here a while back. I thought it'd make a good T-shirt, but you know, it is what it is. So let's get on with getting my butt kicked. Talk about the day. So anyway, crap. Anyway, I was watching David Wilcock, listening to him. He's wearing a flashy blue and white suit. Woke up this morning, checked the news. I guess Fox fired Tucker Carlson, which means Fox is basically just more deep state propaganda at this point. It's just entirely deep state propaganda at this point now. So that is what it is. There's absolutely no reason to watch the news anymore. I can get everything I get off the news. I can get on an app, get on a website, my startup website on my web browser now. So absolutely no reason to watch the news. But I only have antenna anyway, so I only get like 40 channels, and only watch really 3 of them. I watch like Antenna TV and Me TV. Everything else I stream from third-party sites or download from Internet Archive these days. It's a real shame what they're doing to the Internet Archive. I mean, I personally, like I said once before, I don't think copyrights should be like they are. I think if I think you should only be able to hold copyright for maybe 10 years at most, 5 to 10 years, because anything beyond that is just, there's no point really. There's no reason that they should be able to maintain a copyright for infinity. You know, it really isn't. Most media is played out inside of a few years. Shows are played out inside 2 to 3 years, TV and movies. There's no reason they should have infinite fucking copyright. It's ridiculous. There's no point in it. But that's the way the government wants to play it, and it is literally because of the government that this crap maintains, and they try to basically, copyrights anything else, it's control. They're using it to control people. We can't have you thinking or seeing what we don't want you to. It's control. It's more control. all it's really about. Otherwise, people would be able to archive things, and because if the establishment wants it, then nothing will ever be available to anybody. They'll release it one time, and then if you want it after that, you better pay up, and if they decide to delete it, well, then it's gone from existence. If it isn't archived, then it's gone from existence. And they can deny that it ever existed or ever even happened. Which is basically just rewriting history. That's what the left's doing right now with the whole BLM and everybody. They're just rewriting history. It's all about them rewriting history. So they can push more bullshit. It's like the whole reparations thing. Well, we need reparations. Yeah, because the U.S. is the only country that has ever had slavery ever, and it's all white people's fault, specifically white men, because women, of course, now are immune to anything, and feminism is godlike incarnate. Because we can't have women blamed for anything. Be psychopathic murderer, but it's not her fault. It's got to be some man's fault somewhere. Because establishment says so. Yeah. Same establishment that's screwing us all. That establishment? Yeah. The same establishment that has helped hide pretty much anything that might move humanity forward in the last 100 years. The same people who helped screw over Nikola Tesla so that we don't have, basically cheap energy, and forced us into stuff we don't want, like Green New Deal. Thanks, Biden. Same one that's pushing bullshit climate change on us, which it is complete bullshit. 100% certified. Oh, it's science. Yeah, if that's science, then I can shit gold bricks with emeralds in them. And of course, the schools and everything are pushing this, just like they're pushing the transgender crap. And it's not science, it's a religion at this point. It's cultism at this point, to be honest. I mean, let's face it. It's a cult. Cult climate change. Because how many years? I mean, I'm what, 47 now? And for the last 30 years, the world was going to be destroyed every 5 years because of climate change. We're going to flood to death, and then we're going to fry to death, and then we're going to something else to death, and climate change, and polar cap ice melting, and I don't care anymore. You could take all your climate change and shove it so far up your head, shove it all up your head, and of course, you got these left idiots that believe it all, and They're pushing their agenda, and it's not really. It's not about helping the environment or anything. It's just about them stealing money. That's what it's all about. It's about how much money can they stuff into their 501c3s to pay their bills while everybody on SSI and everybody else gets screwed over and they steal from the coffers. People complain about people on SSI, but they don't complain about these banks that get bailed out, and they don't complain about all these weapons companies that get trillions and trillions of dollars that throw it all back to the politicians, and the politicians launder it through their 501c3s so that they can become trillionaires, millionaires, billionaires. You know, nothing's ever said about that. But yet they'll complain about people getting $914 on SSI when their fucking rent's $1,200 a month. Yeah. Yeah, people on Social Security disability were the fucking problem somehow. Not these politicians that are stealing millions and millions and millions of dollars, living for free through 501c3s that most idiots are giving money to. Yeah, we're the problem somehow. This world really is back-asswards. So, basically, we're all getting ready to go into deep state hell. They're going to push this CBDC, which nobody wants, so they can control all the money. Anything that isn't Bitcoin. And now I'm sure they're going to make Bitcoin illegal. Because after all, you can't have anybody not using their satanic bullcrap system. This is all going to end in a war, in a revolutionary war in the end. Is what it's going to end up as. They're basically just trying to starve everyone to death, and then replace us all with machines. So nobody's left but the one or two elites left at the end of the world, and they're basically destroying any hope of humanity ever going to the stars, or at least publicly going to the stars. I mean, I know technically we're already there. You know, government stuff is already out there, but they're never going to let us. They won't let the public have anything. Everything gets sucked up by the elites who fucking control everything. somehow, for some reason, we can't wish them out of existence. Things never get any better. They only ever get worse. And the sad thing is, I believe in reincarnation, so it's never ever going to be any better. This is as good as it gets. Accept it. No. No. If I had my way, no. It really would not. I still have a little bit of shred of faith left in humanity. Otherwise, I would just be murdering elites left and right. Soros, Rockefellers, they'd all be. They would all. I'd make them all history. But you know, I still have something. I still have a reason to care at this point. And I know I'm gonna put this up on YouTube, and they're gonna say, "Well, it violates this and that." I'm like, yeah, I don't fucking care. I got no audience. I'm doing this for my own therapy at this point. I sure as hell ain't getting no money. I got fucking $10 in my bank account, and it's the 25th. I don't get paid again until the 1st and the 3rd, and then half each time, and then that immediately gets sucked into rent payments and gas and electric, and I basically live on food stamps. Literally. And I only eat twice a week. So yeah. You got a problem with me, you can fuck off at this point. Suck the whole back of my white butt. Come live with me for a while and see what life's like. And then tell me I shouldn't be so angry all the time. Tell me I should have more faith in people. Dude, I have done everything I possibly could to help people out whenever I can, and all I have ever gotten is screwed over, period. This fate has screwed me over in every possible way I can think of. In some ways, it just somehow invented. Fate invented new ways to screw me over. So yeah, I got no faith, and especially in the government anymore. I got a little bit of faith in humanity, and that's it. I pray for things to get better, and they never seem to. Nothing ever seems to get any better. Things just get worse. Everything that I ever really liked is gone. There's really nothing I enjoy anymore whatsoever. I only do this for my own therapy. Big stuffed Oreos, gone. White man chicken, gone. Jolt Cola, gone. Bottled soda's gone. Any enjoyment of food, gone. I got no money, so I can't go nowhere. Can't buy nothing. Gone, gone, gone. Anything other than misery and loneliness, gone. Ain't been laid in 30 fucking years. So there's no hope of that happening. Women find me completely unattractive because I look like Quasimodo. Done had sex with a chupacabra. Which is why I don't do videos of myself. It don't matter at this point. I'm going to say what I want to say. Because I just don't care anymore. Don't care what people think anymore. I pray for things to get better. I wish the aliens would land to give me a replicator. Either that or just abduct me and kill me and get me the hell out of this karmic cycle. Nothing worse than knowing that there's so much else out there. And you know, the worst thing the universe could have done was give me the ability to astral project. That's the worst thing the universe did to me. Because I get to see, I've seen so much back and forth through time and everything else, and it's just, I mean, things get better, but I'll be long dead before they ever do. And then I'll be stuck going through this whole thing again. People like David, others out there, they think it's going to get better. I hope it does before I croak, but I honestly don't think I'm going to live long enough to see it get better. Dave thinks it's only going to be a couple years. I have a feeling it's going to be a hell of a longer than that. Because technically it should have happened already. I've seen timelines where it has happened already, but I've seen timelines where Earth ended up as nothing but a desert and people fighting for water. Parallel worlds, parallel realities. And then you got CERN's bullshit. And they're collapsing everything. And all the technology that's been hidden, especially here in Ohio and out in Nevada and every place else. All the technology is being suppressed so that people can feed their greed and keep control. So that the elites can keep control. Well, the politicians steal everybody's money and enforce their rules with a standing military known as the police force. Most days it's not worth getting up in the morning. I mean, what for? I get up so I can drink coffee and walk the stupid dog, and that is it. It's literally not even worth getting up. Because, I mean, no one really gives a shit about this game. Nobody's watching these videos. It's just me talking about nothing. This is my form of therapy at this point. Because I don't want to go talk to some counselor who's just going to sit there and shake her head like a moron. Yeah, like, dude, if you got some answers, give me them. Otherwise, I want to string your neck at this point. I just want to pop your head like a pimple. Therapist. What a joke. They don't help nobody. Maybe if my therapist was Harley Quinn and she's giving me a piece of ass, then maybe that would help somebody. But yeah, not me. The universe pretty much decided long ago that it's going to make my life as miserable and possible. Well, maybe not as miserable as it was possible, because I mean, I think the universe just decided it's going to see how far it can drive me without killing me. How miserable it can make me without actually killing me. And I think that seems to be the universe's goal, where I'm concerned. I hate to say it, but it'll probably the universe will probably force me to live forever. God, the universe, it'll probably force me to live forever so it can watch me be tortured forever. I'm pretty sure that's its goal at this point. Anyway, the dogs are giving me the I need to be walked look. So, I guess I'll cut this off and throw a header and a footer on it and call it a day. If anyone ever watches this, enjoy, I guess. Goodbye. I'll see you probably Saturday when I do the cartoon thing.